We cannot deny how NFT is becoming more and more popular nowadays. I mean, look at how the crypto market is being recognized right now by different companies and governments. Not everyone believed in the opportunities it presented, but look at the number of people that are saying that they are regretting that they got into crypto a bit late. Maybe that is kind of the same with NFT. When it was first introduced, people had a lot of questions and doubts, but we cannot turn away anymore from the fact that NFT is here to stay, and it can open thousands of doors for millions of people. I know that most of you watching this video are still trying to wrap your heads around the idea of NFT. What can I do with that? What am I going to earn through that? Is this a risk worth taking? Will I be satisfied in the long run? All of these questions will be answered in today's video. Also, if you are planning to invest, make sure you turn all notifications on for the channel to not miss any updates. But first, I want you to keep in mind that I'm not a professional financial advisor and that there's always a risk whenever you invest in cryptocurrency or anything else for that matter, and you should always be vigilant and do your own research because, after all, it is your own money. With that said, let's get right into it. When you looked up NFT on the internet, I bet that you were overwhelmed by all the information that you had read and heard. Well, I will try as much as possible to explain this term in a way that a complete beginner will understand. We understand the struggle of familiarizing yourself with tons of terms in the crypto market, and one of those is NFT. As much as we do not want to complicate anything, I still want to remind you that there is a lot to learn before you put your hard-earned money here. Although a lot of people are seeing potential in these particular tokens, there is still no guarantee that everything will go according to plan and that your journey will be smooth sailing. To start off, this term simply stands for non-fungible tokens. So, what does fungible mean? Fungible means something is allowed to be exchanged or substituted and will hold the same value. It basically means that you can swap it or that it is interchangeable. To give you a concrete example, let us use dollars, Bitcoin, casino chips, Ethereum, and gold. If you give me $1,000 and in exchange I give you $1,000 in Bitcoin, there isn't much to argue about as long as we agree on the exchange. We simply exchanged two things with the same value. That is how we can describe the meaning of fungible. On the other hand, non-fungible is the opposite. It is something or an asset that cannot be substituted. It is unique. It has something in it that cannot be exchanged for anything else. It has certain attributes that make it different from other things of its kind. To give some concrete examples, we can use theater tickets, houses, video game items or skins, crypto kitty, trademarks, or a painting. Do you get the idea? You can always produce or create something new of its kind, but not exactly the same and accurate as the first one you have created. Some of the examples that I have mentioned are tangible and physical, but they can also be intangible or physical. So yes, if you got that, then NFTs are non-fungible tokens. They have unique attributes that separate them from each other. A token is equivalent to a digital certificate that is stored on a secure, distributed database called a blockchain. If you are wondering if NFTs are digital assets, then the answer is yes. You can also publicly verify them as they are intellectual property that can be authenticated on a blockchain. Where can you find NFTs if you wish to own one, you may ask? You can visit OpenSea, as this is a famous place if you want to look for current NFTs in the market. Like what I have said, when NFTs were first introduced, many people were thinking about how they could make money from such things. But if we look at how certain NFTs are being valued, the amount that someone is willing to pay to own one is sometimes crazy. Some people thought that it was meant for those people who are passionate about collecting something only, but that is not how it works anymore. If you are a beginner still seeking clarity regarding this term and how it works, then let me tell you that most NFTs are part of the Ethereum blockchain. Of course, NFTs are becoming popular and the demand is getting high, so other blockchains are implementing their own version of NFTs. It has a huge range also. It can be AIs, drawings, music, and other forms of digital art. I mean, the sky's the limit with other people's imaginations, and you can make almost anything as an NFT already. With NFTs, you will really be surprised with the length that people are willing to go to just own something. Some of them have already paid hundreds of thousands just to have the right to claim a certain digital something as their own. Some of you might already be wondering if the peak of NFTs is over already. Well, it actually depends. As much as we cannot seem to exactly predict what will happen in the future charts of our favorite cryptocurrencies, we also cannot say if NFTs will be the future or not. For sure, a lot of people who own an NFT wish it to be the future, but not all people in this community are looking at the profit that they can possibly make just by owning certain NFTs. I mean, look at how much money other people have spent on NFT. For some people, it might seem like a waste of time and money, but for others, it is something fulfilling or more. Yes, NFTs are individual tokens that have valuable information stored in them. If you own one or more right now, then the value of that digital art depends on the next person that is willing to pay to get ownership of the certain NFT that you currently own. This is also quite popular with game developers. Well, if you are someone who enjoys online games, then you might know that you can purchase items for the characters that you use in the games. Well, in NFT, you can make money by selling certain items whenever you feel like you have no use for them anymore. If you are still wondering why they are becoming more popular these days, then we can assume that most people that are buying or collecting NFTs are expecting this digital content to be an investment. As I have said earlier, there is no guarantee that you will be collecting profits when you sell the NFTs that you own today. That totally depends on the demand for that NFT and how much people are willing to pay just to own one of your collections. Is collecting NFTs worth it? Well, we can never really tell. I mean, if you are a creator of NFT, then good for you, as you can continuously earn as long as someone is willing to buy your creation. Of course, they can be bought and sold over and over again. But the thing is that we cannot guarantee its value. If you are someone who values authenticity and usually wants to claim ownership of the things that you find interesting, then NFT will surely excite you. Well, there are now digital exhibits already that are displaying different collections of NFTs. That is quite fun and exciting for other people, but there are still some out there that do not get the hype of these non-fungible tokens. At the end of the day, no one is forcing you to spend your money on NFTs that you are not even sure about. It is always necessary to research things in the crypto market. If you think that a specific NFT has a potential to gain value over time, then go ahead and purchase it. But please do not enter this market if you are not sure about where your money is going. It is always important to be aware of what is happening about the market that your money is going into. Well, for now, I hope you guys liked the content, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated, because it would be a shame if you missed a big opportunity. So, until the next video guys, see you later.